If you've been learning English for months or even years, but you still freeze when it's time to speak, this video will change everything. I'm John from English Learning Radio, and today I'm going to show you how to practice speaking English completely alone and actually become fluent. Chapter 1. Opening Hook and Identity Shift. Section 1. The Silent Shame. You sit alone. You want to speak, but when you open your mouth, nothing comes. Not because you don't know English, but because you never trained your voice to be brave. You've been there before. In a group, everyone is talking, laughing, sharing stories, and you nod, you smile, you stay quiet. Not because you have nothing to say, but because the words feel stuck, trapped, heavy.
You know English. You studied it. You pass tests. You read articles. You understand movies. But when it's your turn to speak, silence. And that silence feels like weakness, like failure, like you're invisible. But here's the truth. You're not stupid. You're not slow. You're not broken. You just never practiced speaking when no one was watching. You never trained alone. And that's the only reason you feel stuck now. Most people think fluency comes from classrooms, from teachers, from apps, but it doesn't. Fluency comes from repetition, from speaking when no one is listening, from practicing in private until your voice becomes confident in public. The strongest speakers in the world, they didn't start strong. They started alone, in their rooms, in front of mirrors, talking to themselves, building their voice one sentence at a time. They became confident in silence before they became confident in crowds. What if I told you that you can do the same thing, that you don't need a teacher, you don't need a partner, you don't need money, you just need a method. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, starting right now. Section 2. The Truth About Fluency. The people you think are naturally confident, they practiced in mirrors, in showers, alone. You're not behind. You just didn't know the method yet. Think about it. Actors rehearse their lines hundreds of times before they go on stage. Politicians practice speeches in private before they stand in front of thousands. Singers warm up their voice when no one is around. Confidence isn't natural. It's trained. And speaking English, it's the same. You don't need a classroom. You need repetition. You need to hear your own voice. You need to practice without fear, without judgment, without anyone watching. Speaking alone isn't weird, it's strategic. It's how champions are built. And when you understand this, everything changes because suddenly you realize you have everything you need. You have time. You have privacy. You have a voice. So let me show you exactly how to do this step by step, starting today. 4 simple methods. No pressure, no embarrassment. Just you, your voice, and a plan.
Chapter 2. Method 1. Mirror Practice. Section 1. Why mirrors work. Look into your own eyes. Say your name. Say what you want. In English, out loud. This is where confidence is born. Stand in front of a mirror. Look at yourself. Not your hair, not your clothes, your eyes. And then speak. Introduce yourself. Say, my name is. Say it again. Say, I am learning English. Say it louder. Say, I want to speak with confidence. You'll feel strange at first. Maybe shy, maybe embarrassed, but keep going because something powerful is happening. You're watching yourself speak. You're seeing your mouth move. You're hearing your voice without fear. And slowly, your brain starts to trust you. This is not about being perfect. This is about building a relationship with your own voice. You're not performing for anyone. You're not being tested. You're just speaking. And the more you do it, the more natural it feels. The first time you smile at yourself while speaking English, you'll feel different. stronger, like something inside you just woke up. That's confidence. That's progress. That's the beginning of everything.
Section 2. What to say to the mirror. Say it once, you're nervous. Say it 10 times, you own it. Repetition is the secret. So what do you say? Start simple. Say your name. Say where you're from. Say what you do. Say what you want. Say how you feel. Use sentences like, my name is. I want to improve my English. Today I feel motivated. I am learning because I want a better life. Say the same sentence 5 times, 10 times. Don't stop after one try, because the first time you're testing. The second time you're learning. The 10th time you own it. Your voice sounds like you, strong, clear, real. This is called voice ownership. When you hear yourself say something multiple times, your brain starts to believe it. And when your brain believes it, your confidence grows. So don't rush, don't skip. Repeat until your voice feels natural, until it sounds like home.
Chapter 3. Method 2. Explain your day out loud. Section 1. Turn life into practice. You don't need a teacher. You need to talk to yourself like you're teaching someone else. Explain your life in English every single day. Imagine this. You're making breakfast, and as you cook, you say out loud, "Now I am cracking the eggs. I will add salt. I am stirring them slowly. This smells good." You're not memorizing. You're just describing what you see, what you do, what you feel. You're washing dishes. Say it. I am washing the plate. The water is warm. I will dry this cup. You're walking outside. Narrate it. The sky is blue today. I am walking slowly. I feel calm. This is how your brain learns to think in English automatically. You're not translating anymore. You're just using the language in real time. And because no one is listening, you can't make mistakes. There's no pressure, no judgment, just you and your voice. It feels playful. It feels private, like you're a YouTuber filming your life, or a teacher explaining a process. And the more you do it, the more your brain starts speaking English without effort, without thinking, without fear. Imagine explaining your morning coffee in English. Simple, calm, confident. That's the goal. And you can start today.
Section 2. Why this builds fluency faster. Fluency isn't memorization, it's automation. When you narrate your life, your brain starts speaking English without thinking. Here's why this works. When you describe your actions while you're doing them, you're linking language to real experience. Your brain remembers words better when they're tied to movement, to emotion, to context. This is how children learn. They touch the cup and say cup. They eat the apple and say apple. Language becomes part of life. And when you practice this way, something amazing happens. You stop freezing in conversations because you've already trained your brain to think and speak at the same time. You've already practiced turning thoughts into words instantly. So try it for 3 days. Narrate your breakfast, your walk, your workout, your evening routine. Just 10 minutes a day. You'll feel the difference. Your mouth will move faster. Your thoughts will flow smoother. And your confidence? It will rise.
Chapter 4. Method 3. Shadow speaking. Audio mimicry. Section 1. What is shadow speaking? Listen, Repeat. Listen. Repeat. Your voice will start to sound like theirs, not because you're faking it, because you're training it. Shadow speaking is simple. You find an English speaker, a podcast, an audiobook, a YouTube video, and you repeat everything they say immediately, like an echo. They say, "Good morning." You say, "Good morning." They say, "How are you today?" You say, "How are you today?" You match their tone, their rhythm, their speed. You don't translate. You don't analyze. You just repeat. And your mouth starts learning how native speakers move their lips, how they pause, how they emphasize words. This is how actors learn accents. This is how polyglots master languages fast. It trains your mouth, your ear, and your brain at the same time. You don't even need to understand every word. You're building muscle memory. You're teaching your voice to flow. Your mouth will learn to move like a native speaker's mouth. That's the secret. Not memorization, not grammar rules, just repetition, just mimicry, just training your voice to sound natural.
Section 2. How to start shadow speaking today. 10 minutes a day, one sentence at a time. In 1 month, you'll sound completely different. Try it. Here's how you start. Choose a 2-minute video or audio clip in English. Something simple, a children's story, a slow podcast, a motivational speech. Play one sentence, pause, repeat it out loud. Play the next sentence, pause, repeat. Do this for 10 minutes every day. Don't start with fast rap. Don't start with complex lectures. Start slow. Start easy. Let your mouth get comfortable first. And then, slowly, you can increase the difficulty. Imagine 1 month from now, you're repeating sentences effortlessly. Your accent is clearer. Your rhythm is smoother. Your confidence is higher. This is possible. This is real. And it starts today. Just press play. Just repeat. Just trust the process. Your voice will change. I promise. Chapter 5. Method 4. Record yourself and listen back. Section 1. Why listening to yourself changes everything. You'll cringe. You'll laugh. You'll want to delete it. But don't. Listen again. That's where growth lives. This is the hardest method, but it's also the most powerful. Record your voice, just 30 seconds. Introduce yourself, describe your day, tell a short story. Then listen back. Yes, you'll hate your voice at first, everyone does, but that's okay. Because here's the truth, you can't improve what you don't hear. When you listen to yourself, you notice things. You hear your mistakes. You hear your strengths. You hear where you hesitate, where you rush, where you sound confident, and where you sound afraid. Don't judge. Just observe. Be kind to yourself. You're learning. You're growing. And every recording is proof of that. The first recording? Painful. The second? Still awkward. The 10th? You'll hear progress. And that feeling? It's addictive. Because suddenly you're not guessing anymore. You're not hoping. You're seeing real improvement. And that keeps you going. That makes you want to practice more. That builds your confidence faster than anything else. Section 2. What to listen for. Isn't loud. It's small. One word, one pause, one confident sentence. Notice it. Celebrate it. So what do you listen for? Listen for clarity. Are your words clear? Listen for confidence. Does your voice sound strong or shaky? Listen for speed. Are you rushing or speaking too slowly? Listen for pauses. Are you hesitating too much? Notice these patterns, because noticing is the first step to fixing.
And celebrate small wins. Did you pronounce one word better than last time? That's progress. Did you sound calmer? That's growth. Record yourself once a week. Listen, adjust, repeat. In 3 months, you won't recognize your old voice. You'll hear someone confident, someone clear, someone strong. And that person, that's you, the real you. Finally speaking. Section 2. What to listen for. Isn't loud. It's small. One word, one pause, one confident sentence. Notice it. Celebrate it. So what do you listen for? Listen for clarity. Are your words clear? Listen for confidence. Does your voice sound strong or shaky? Listen for speed. Are you rushing or speaking too slowly? Listen for pauses. Are you hesitating too much? Notice these patterns, because noticing is the first step to fixing. And celebrate small wins. Did you pronounce one word better than last time? That's progress. Did you sound calmer? That's growth. Record yourself once a week. Listen, adjust, repeat. In 3 months, you won't recognize your old voice. You'll hear someone confident, someone clear, someone strong. And that person, that's you, the real you. Finally speaking. Chapter 6. Closing. The Identity Shift. Section 1. You are already changing. You're not broken. You're not behind. You're just getting started. And that's the most powerful place to be. By watching this video, you've already taken a step. You now have 4 methods. You now have a plan. You're not someone who can't speak English. You're someone who's training, and there's a huge difference. This journey won't be instant, but it will be real. Day by day, word by word, sentence by sentence, you're building a new version of yourself, a version that speaks with confidence, a version that doesn't hide, a version that shows up. You've been silent for too long, not because you're weak, but because you didn't have the tools. Now you do. Now you know how to practice alone, how to build your voice, how to become fluent in private before you become fluent in public.
Section 2. The Final Push. You don't need permission. You don't need perfection. You just need to start. Today, alone, right now. 6 months from now, you'll speak in a meeting, in a store, on a trip, and you won't hesitate because you practiced alone. You trained in silence. You became confident in private before you became confident in public. Start today. Pick one method. Practice for 10 minutes. That's all. Just start. Mirror practice, narrate your day, shadow speaking, record yourself. Choose one and begin. The strongest voices were built in silence. Now go build yours. If this video helped you, do me one favor. Subscribe to English Learning Radio and turn on notifications so you never miss a lesson. And tell me in the comments, which method will you try first? Mirror practice, narrating your day, shadow speaking, or recording yourself? I read every comment and I want to hear your story. Remember, I'm John and I believe in you. You're not alone in this journey. Let's build your English confidence together, one word at a time.